Welcome back to my channel. I'm Caroline, the original Dragon Lady. I get a lot of questions and a lot of questions about I can't see my dragon. How do I meet my dragon? What does my dragon want me to know? All that type of thing. So I thought I'd try and go some way today in addressing some of these questions. Firstly, you don't have to see your dragon. Not everybody is clairvoyant. So not everyone can see. Clairvoyant means clear seeing. So not everyone can see. I don't see particularly well. I'm a claircognizant, so therefore, or claircognizant, depending on whether you're in the UK or the States. So I just know stuff. And what's really intriguing is that if you're clairvoyant, you want to be claircognizant. And if you're claircognizant, you want to be clairvoyant. Some people have all the clairs. So you don't have to see your dragon to work with them. It does make it a little bit harder because you've then got to work out, who am I talking to? I've done this before and I wrote about this in my book, How to Live with Dragons. I thought I was talking to a dragon, to find out I was talking to a galactic being. And I was only, I was like, oh, it took a while for the penny to drop. So how do you connect with your dragon? To be honest, you've got to put the work in. And it's with meditation. And if you want to have that connection, like any relationship, you've got to work at it. So if you're not prepared to put the work in, then you're not going to get the connection. And meditation, like any other spiritual work, is the key. And the key is meditation. It is a foundation. It's the bedrock of everything that we do. So if you want to work with dragons and you don't currently, meditate. What's really interesting is that a lot of the people that I work with, and the dragons lead them to me, as is the way, because they go searching and the dragons sort of lead their way forward, the trail of breadcrumbs, as I like to call it, is that dragons have suddenly shown up in their life, quite often in meditation. They've suddenly had a Reiki treatment is really common as well. So dragons have suddenly shown up in their life. So ultimately, you don't choose to work with dragon. Dragon chooses you. Now, however, if you have a strong interest in dragons and they really appeal to you, which is starting to happen more and more now, the dragons have got your attention that way. And how do you foster that relationship? Honestly, it is really simple. It is meditate. And meditate once or twice a week, every day if you can. And that relationship with your dragons will grow. And it doesn't have to be convoluted. It doesn't have to be, please don't go creating altars, offerings, incense, crystals. You really don't have to do any of that stuff. That stuff is done for us. It's not done for the dragons. It's not done for, they don't need any sycophantic rubbish being laid at their door, because they don't do ego, because all that does, it satisfies our egos. Now, I will often meditate holding a crystal, because if my mind's jumping about, the old monkey mind, I need something to focus on. So I will hold a crystal. Or I'll focus on the breath, or something along those lines. So find out what is your best practice for meditating. And don't tell me you can't meditate. It's a practice. And it's finding a technique that works for you. I've actually got a 30-day meditation, I'll call it challenge. What's the proper word for it? We have a course of videos called the 30 Days of Meditating. And every morning, if you sign up for it, you get a meditation, lands in your inbox. And I'll take you through meditation. And there's, 30 different ones. So that is the key to getting to know your team and fostering a deeper connection with the dragons. The other thing that you can do is journaling. And ask your dragon direct questions. Now, some people don't like journaling, so draw. Especially if you're creative like I can't draw for toffee. But if you can draw and you can paint, you can bring your dragons in that way and you can ask them questions. Whether you're journaling, painting, doodling, whatever, you can ask them questions and just allow your pen to flow. So it's a bit like automatic writing. I do a Q&A with my dragons, is what I tend to do. Whatever the first thoughts are or feelings are that come into my mind is what I write down. And with practice, it does take practice, like meditating, it takes practice. Got to keep at it. You then begin to sort out what is your own mind and your own thoughts and what is that of dragon or spirit. Because your dragon will have its own voice. It will have its own way of speaking. So you will know when it's your dragon or another being that's coming in or another energy that's coming in. So this is why meditation is really key, or journaling is really key. Both are very useful tools. You should, do them both really. Because you'll then get to know the voice of your dragon, the energy of your dragon, how it feels to you, if you can see it, how it looks to you. And you have a knowing, you have a sensing of its energy. So that clairsentience will come in. It is practice. There is no easy way around it. I'm really sorry to break you the bad news. But it is meditating and journaling. And the dragons talk to us about putting the work in. And in all honesty, if we can't be asked to put the work in, why the bloody hell should they? Why should they invest in us in any way and support our journeys and help our journeys and our life and our spiritual evolution if we really can't be bothered to learn to meditate or do a regular practice? That's the bottom line of it. And that's a dragon slap. So that's what this one's about. If you want to have a deeper connection with your dragons, get back on the meditation wagon, start journaling and make a commitment, because the commitment isn't just to you, it's to your team. Not just your dragon team, but your whole spiritual team. Of, however they are made up, whatever they're made up of. I've got guides, I've got the white lions from Lionsgate, I've got my dragons, I've got my power animals. Your team isn't just dragons. Your team can be a whole host of other energies. So do them a courtesy of connecting in with them and actually doing some meditation with them. You'll be amazed at the difference it will make to your life when you have that regular connection. Anyway, lecture over. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.